of Bhaja Govindam. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja, Muthamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukran Karane. Bhagavan Shankaracharya shows the limitation of the knowledge, the pursuit of knowledge. Pursuit of knowledge means material knowledge in this world. He is not telling not pursue, but that alone should not be the criteria of life, the goal of life. There must be something higher than this. So all these are like a vehicle for you to use. Like a car is necessary for you to travel from one place to another, take you to the destination, etc. But don't start living in the car itself. Don't take it, that is the only thing available. So this is the point that he is making here. Then the next verse we saw, Mutha jahihi dhanagama trishnam guru satbuddhim manasi vitrishnam yellabhase nijakarmopatam vittam tena vinodaya chittam. So Mudha, again Bhagavan calls us, Mudha means fool. I gave you the significance why he calls Mudha. It is from his standpoint we are wasting our time. From the standpoint of Shankaracharya, what he enjoys, that he is reveling in that bliss, Ananda. So from that standpoint he looks at us, he feels sad that we are wasting our time. So therefore he calls us Mudha. Even though you have the ability, but you are wasting that into paltry gains. This is the idea of calling us Mudha, fool. Jahihi means give up the dhana agama trishna. Trishna means greed, longing for acquiring wealth. Don't think of wealth alone, that is your life. Of course, wealth is necessary. That I told you that we should have an objective value for money, but not subjective value for money. Objective value means it is useful, it gives us comfort, that is all. But don't think that without money you are zero. That total psychological dependence is what we have to understand. Yellabhase nijakarmopatam. And Bhagavan says, whatever that you gain through your honest effort, vittam tena vinodaya chittam. And with that wealth, be happy, entertain yourself. So, whatever wealth that we have gained through dharmic method, that alone will stay with us. Whatever shortcut we take and gain money, it will not stay with you. And not only that, you will have to spend it in some other way. Now the third topic, this much we saw last time. Now the third topic is the natural attraction that we have towards man and woman. What is this attraction? Bhagavan is analyzing here. Nari stana bhara nabhi desham drishtva maga mohavesham etan mam savasati vikaram Manasi vichindaya varam varam. Manasi vichintaya varam varam. Again and again we should think in our mind, what is that avesham? Mohavesham. Avesham. When we see a beautiful girl, what is that bhav that comes to you, that emotion that erupts in your mind? This is what Bhagavan says, this is only temporary. You allow it to pass, that will not hook you. Otherwise it will hook you. What is this beauty that you are admiring and you get attracted to? It is nothing but mamsa vikaram, modification of flesh and fat, nothing else. Suppose you say, her beauty is attracting me. Suppose the same Miss Universe, it is the whole world, consider her a beauty. Suppose that Miss Universe skeleton is given to you and directly gifted to you, and it comes to your bedroom. The skeleton, will you be attracted? And that skeleton also moving up and down in the fan. So will you be attracted? No. The same Miss Universe is given in two buckets. One her blood, another is flesh. Separately given. Will you be interested? No. Suppose that, then you say, no, it is all put together that I like it. But then put together, suppose is a dead body of that person. Will you like it? No. Why? Because there is something more than the physical body present in every one of us. That is what we really like it. Not the physical attraction, please. And so Naristhanabhara Nabhidesham, this is from the standpoint of the Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya was a man. So man's standpoint, when he look at the girl, what are the areas attracts a person? That is what is written here. Drishtva maga mohavesham. And don't become a prey to all these. Maddening delusion, mohavesham, etan mamsavasati vikaram. These are nothing but modification of flesh and fat. So manasi vichintaya, it is not that one time you think about it. You have to think again and again. Whenever that emotion comes to our mind, because mind has got a tendency to magnify, and it magnifies whenever it sees a particular object, mind portrays it 10 times more than what it is worth. This is the nature of our mind. So naturally we get fascinated and we go by it, and finally we become a victim. So there was a Mahatma, and he's a Sant Mahatma. He was married and his wife was very beautiful. So he noticed that after some time, his neighbor is interested in her. But he didn't say anything, he just kept quiet, because he is a Sant Mahatma. If you and I is there, we should have gone. But what he did was, one day his wife became very ill. She had diarrhea and she had also vomiting. So what he did was, he collected both vomit, all those dirty matter he collected in a what you call a trash bag. And he called this neighbor. He came and looked at, he said, I know you like my wife, but look at this, this is what she produced. When she saw that, he was really, yeah, what, this is what. The moment he saw that, he totally lost all interest. And so the Sant Mahatma actually killed him totally. Killed what? His desire. So this is what we have to understand that. So it is said, Jarayanti Tejaha Sarvendriyanam Jarayanti Tejaha. So all vitality goes down. So in time, all those vitality and beauty goes down. So therefore, don't get restless with looking at this beauty, etc. They are all temporary. What is there is not in the beauty, it is in that person. That means the life behind it. So try to understand this. Otherwise, what will happen in Vivek Chudamani also, Bhagavan says, Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena, Pringa. These three, because we have 5 senses, each one has got one weaknesses, isn't it? Kuranga means our deer. Deer has got one weakness, sound, beautiful sound. That is why the hunters catches them, because of the flute music they put. They get attracted, they get trapped. Then Matanka means elephant. Elephant has got one weakness, that is touch. So rubbing each other, that elephant get trapped also. Patanga means the moth. So they get attracted to the fire, that means sight. So seeing, they get attracted. Our sight is attracted. The fire, they get attracted and go and fall into the fire, kill themselves. So Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena. The fish has got attraction for taste. So how he get trapped? Because the people who fish, they catch hold of that, isn't it? Because the fish goes and eat that, and then that is how they get caught. So Bringa means the, what do you call that? Attraction towards the flowers, the honey, flowers. They drink the honey and they get caught. Because in the lotus, when they go and drink, they get intoxicated, they sleep in that flower itself, and evening that lotus get closed, then they cannot come out of it. And at that time, some elephant or something comes and pull that thing and destroys it. That is how they get killed. So all these listed, the Kuranga, Matanga, Patanga, Meena, Pringa, all of them has got only one weaknesses. But because of that, they get caught and get destroyed. But Shankaracharya says, but what to talk about human being? We have all the 5, isn't it? So how careful we should be. We have 5 senses. All 5 senses got corresponding objects also. And all of them we get trapped in this world. So therefore one has to be very alert. And this is to be thought of again and again. Varam, varam. This is called Pratipaksha Bhavana. He is not telling that you should not enjoy, but always look for something higher. This is not the end of it. There is something more to life than only feeding the senses. This is the idea. Now, when Bhagavan said these three verses, somebody got a doubt. What is that? Swamiji, whatever a normal person want to do, you are telling no. Now what is life then? Jeena kyo kya hai? What is there to live? Because you go to your doctor, he tells you that don't eat this, don't eat that, no fried food, no salt, no oil, no nothing. When you say then, that person looked at him and said, why should I eat? What's the point eating? And why should I live? So this is a question people ask. So you said material knowledge, limitation is there. Money also limitation is there. Then I thought I can enjoy my life. That also you say limitation. So then why should I live? What is the meaning of life? So that he is answering here, the fourth verse. Nalini dalagata jalamati taralam tattva jeevitamatishaya chapalam vidhivyadhyabhimanagrastam lokam shokahatam cha samastam bhaja govindam govindam bhaja mutamate samprapte sannihite kale nahi rakshati dukran karane. Up to 7 verses, Shankaracharya goes like this, okay? Showing us the limitation of all our dharma, artha, kama. All these 3 levels of pursuit, he shows the limitation. Then from 8th verse onwards, he started showing us what is the purpose of life. Okay, don't get disappointed. Now, he is analyzing life. What he said, it's a beautiful way of saying it, it's a metaphor. Nalini dala gata jalam ati taralam. Ati taralam means very brittle, uncertain. What is that? Let us imagine there is a beautiful pond, and morning when as the sun rises, this lotus opened, and that lotus also has got a lotus leaf. The lotus leaf is such that even though it is born and sustaining in the water, but water cannot contaminate that. The same way, now with the one little breeze, a drop of water jump upon this lotus leaf. In the sunlight, what happened? That particular drop of water shine like a gem, like a diamond, so beautiful. But how long that stay there? Another breeze, it will go back to the the lake. So that he compares with our life. Our life is what? It is so as uncertain as that dew drop on the lotus leaf. Nalini dala gata jalam atitaralam. Tatvat, same way, jivitam atishaya chapalam. So this life itself is very, what we call, wonder of wonder. Because where, when, what happens to us, we have no idea. So, we are driving on the road, suddenly something happened. That is why they have trucks also, Japanese trucks. The name itself is Yamaha, isn't it? Yamaraj. So you don't know what will hit you and what happened to us, we have no idea. So, so that, why? Because he says, Vidhi, understand, Vyadhi Abhimana Grastam. This life is full of what he call Vyadhi, physical illness. That you are healthy, that itself is a wonder. That you are sick is not a wonder, but you are healthy is a wonder, they say. So, Abhimanam, and in this body we have so much of Abhimanam, pride. Swamiji, look at me, I am the most handsome person, I am most beautiful person, everybody adore me, everybody respect me. So it is all, especially this country, look is very important. How you dress, how you carry yourself, that is very important. What is inside the body is not more important. What is outside look, that is considered very important. People spend what? The whole economy is depending upon that look in this country, isn't it? So, look. Anyway. Lokam shokahatam cha samastam. When you read the meaning of this verse, you get depressed. Because this world is full of misery. Lokaskahatam cha samastam. Now it is something like Buddhism, they talk sarvam dukkham dukkham dukkham. So the same way, here also as though Bhagavan is telling that. But that is not the spirit of the verse. So we have to look little beyond this literary meaning of this verse. So I will tell you a story, then you will understand. There was a country, once upon a time, there was a country, there they have a particular tradition that they select a king. It is not electing a king. They used to select a king. That selection method also was very peculiar. That invite all those possible candidates from the what do you call that country, and then they assemble together and they bring one elephant. An elephant is given a garland, and the elephant will throw that garland, and that garland fall on whoever neck, he become the king. That is the rule. Now, and that he is given 5 years tenure to rule the kingdom. Then end of that tenure, 5 years, he is taken ceremoniously, and then he will be asked to get down from the jeep, and then he was asked to get into a boat. And that boat will take him across the river. The other side of the river, it will be a jungle. There is a big jungle is there. In that jungle, there will be animal like a lion, tiger, etc. And he was given as a fodder, food for this lion. So the first king came, and he was given 5 years, he ruled the kingdom very well. And then afterwards he was taken and in the boat, and then he saw the lion waiting there as though chanting Brahmarpanam Brahmagavi Brahmakno, because his hot food is coming, and he jumped on him and ate him. The story was told the second king. The second king came. When he heard the story, he was so scared and he could not eat any food or anything because he was so afraid. Every morsel of food that he was eating, he was frightened of that lion eating him. So he could not eat. So 5 years passed, and then he became very famished. He was skeleton. He was also taken across the river, and then what happened was he was thrown to this lion. But lion looked at this man. He refused to eat because there is nothing to eat, you see. So also he was paralyzed totally, because the king is the lion is the king of the forest. He doesn't like to eat some animal which are not moving. You see. He want to hunt the animal. It has to make a run. Then only there is a sport for him. But he refused because this man was frozen, paralyzed totally. He doesn't move. So therefore he was not interested. So other animals like tiger and all that, they came and ate him up. Then the third king came. He also heard the story. He said, okay, dekha jayenge, let us see. So what happened when you are enjoying the kingdom and the royal pleasures, you forget time. Time passed, 5 years passed so fast. Suddenly the last moment came. He was frightened and he saw the lion waiting there. So what he did was, why should I kill myself in the mouth of an animal? So he jumped into the river and committed suicide. Now the fourth king came. Now this is the last one, okay, don't worry. You must be thinking how many kings I am breaking. The fourth one came. And he heard the whole story about the other kings. He said, doesn't matter. He ruled the kingdom very well. Everybody liked him also. The king was very famous and popular. And they were so sad that such a king has to be sacrificed like this. So they were very sad. And then the last day, the day before, he threw party to all prominent people in the town. And then next day morning, he put on his best dress, an open jeep. So by the time all people assembled both sides to give farewell to the king, he waved at everybody and thanked everybody, and then got onto the jeep willingly, and then drove away. And finally, he also cheerfully got down from the jeep, and immediately he saw the boat waiting there. He himself got onto the boat, and then as the boatman was driving him, taking him across, the boatman was curious because every other king, people have to drag them, and they were sad also, they were very frightened. But this king was totally different. He was cheerful, happy, and the boatman was curious. He asked, "O king, are you not afraid? Don't you know what is waiting for you the other side?" He said, "Yeah, I know what is waiting for me." "Are you not afraid?" "No, I am not afraid." "Why?" "You will see," he said, and kept quiet. And as the boat was nearing the other side, to his surprise, he didn't see any animal. There was no lion, no tiger, nothing, no wild animals. What was there? There was a reception party. There was a Vadyam Gosham and all that. People were waiting with mala and all that to receive him. And he was surprised how this happened. He said, "See, I was given 5 years' time, isn't it? And I was in charge of the treasury. I was in charge of the kingdom. So I use the money to clear the jungle other side. So not only that, I created a palace for me the other side, another kingdom. So I am going to be the king of that place, and there is no animal, nothing. So this is what we have to understand. This 5 years, Lord has given us, let us say, how many years we live? 100. Let us say in Kali Yuga, the first quarter of, we are only in the first quarter. 5,000 years, 5,000 plus years only we have covered in this Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga has got, what is that, 480,000 years, 480,000 years are there, Kali Yuga, the total. Out of that only 5,000 years. So we are still, our calculated lifespan is 100 years. And this 100 years, how many years we really live? Think about it. And in Bhagavatam there is a Prahlada. Prahlada teaching is there to his classmates, children. It seems Prahlada is the one who started Balavihar. First Balavihar was started by Prahlada. And his teaching is there, is very beautiful. He says, half of our life we spend sleeping. Then out of that, another 100 years you calculate, 50 years is gone. Then another 50 years is there. And what happened? Up to 25 years we spend what? Childhood, youthhood. By the time you get your masters, etc., it will be, if you want to be a doctor, it will be more also. But at least 25 years, isn't it? Then another 25 years is there, you get married, and by the time you settle down, and then have children, etc., and by the time you think of living, you will already become old, isn't it? So, how many years we really live? Very few years, really. So, that life, don't waste it away. It should be utilized properly, lived virtually or dharmic way, so that your other life will be better, like the king did it. So, this is the message here. It is not that you should not enjoy, you should not indulge. That is not the meaning here. The meaning here is, while you are given opportunity, this God-given opportunity, because it is a Jandunam Narajanma Durlabham. It is very rare to get a human life. And once you got it somehow, it is that your papam punya become 50-50, balanced. Then only we get human life. Otherwise, animal life, if the punya is more, we go to Devaloka. But it is balanced, we get human life. And having got it, somehow we got it. And then only in human life we have the privilege of gaining moksha. No other life we have the privilege of gaining moksha. Even Deva's body, they don't gain moksha, because what happens is, it is what you call punya, whatever punya we have gained, you exhaust that. So it is a place for exhausting your punya. It is not, there you cannot gain more punya, that is not possible. That you have to come back here, earth, and this is called karma bhumi. So here alone, that also human birth you should have. Only through human birth one can gain moksha. That is why human life is considered very sacred and beautiful. Therefore, take care of it. That's why Nishwasena hi Vishwasaha. Kada ruddho bhavishyati. This breath of ours, we cannot trust. So once you breathe out, whether the breath will come back or not, we don't know. Kada ruddho bhavishyati. Anytime you can stop. So therefore, please live purposefully. That is the idea here. So Nalini Dalakata Jalamati Taralam Tattva Jivitam Atishaya Chapalam Vidhiv Vyadhi Ati Abhimanagrastam Lokam Shokahatam Chasamastam. So don't look at it as a pessimistic way, but optimistic way. Okay. Then again somebody said money is important. When money speak, people listen. So, okay, how long? That next one. Yavat vittoparjana saktaha tavan nija parivaro raktaha paschat jivati jarjara dehe vartankopina prichati gehe. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate. Samprapte sannihite kale nahi nahi rekshati dukran karane. If you think money will give you security, respect, people will love you, all those things, don't mistake. Yavat vitta uparjana sakta. Yavat means as long as. Vittam, wealth. Uparjana, to earn. Saktaha means has the ability. As long as you have the ability to earn and provide, so long, tavat, so long, nija parivaraha raktaha. What is parivara? Your dependent, your family will respect you. Raktaha means attached to you. As long as you have the ability to provide, earn and provide, so long your own relatives will be loving to you. Paschad jivati jarjara dehe. Paschat means afterwards. Jivati, when in life, jarjara dehe, body become old, infirm, vartam kopina prichati gehe. No one at home care even to speak a few kind words. So it looks very harsh, but then sometimes if you look around, you can see those situations. Children, they throw their parents out on the street. And that is how all this old age home and all that has come. Assisted living. That living, this life, this was never heard in our olden days. Because the children used to take care of their parents. But nowadays, it has become a burden, isn't it? And this mistake that the parents did was they earned some money and they divided the money for all their children. Once the money is given to them, then their whole attitude changes, isn't it? There was a family in California. Near San Jose. So Silicon Valley, he was very famous. He had a lot of money because he had his own company. So he built a beautiful house on top of the hill. So many rooms. Wife and him, they used to have party every day because the friends used to come. So that is a sign of prosperity. You should have party every day. So they were living like that. He had one son, only one son, young boy, 5-6-year-old child. Suddenly, what happened is, he's coming from India, from a village, and his mother passed away. So then the father was alone. So he said, "You come, stay with me." So he invited him, applied for the visa, and then finally he got the visa. He came, the old man came and started living in the house. But then this old man is not used to all these drinking, dancing and partying and all that. So what happened? He started making noise. What is this? You have come to this country, you have forgotten our culture, dharma, etc. He started talking like that. So the wife advised husband, we should put him in a, what you call, outhouse. This is a separate house. Every facility is there, bedroom, attached bathroom, everything. Even kitchen was there. And then TV, etc. So the, what you call, cable TV also was there. So Indian movie you can see. Everything was arranged. And he told his father, son told his father that whenever you want something, he was given a bell. You ring the bell, I will come. Arrangement was going on very well. So after some time what happened, one day he didn't hear any bell ringing. So the son was concerned, what happened to my father? So he went and looked at his father. He said, yeah, you look okay, there's no problem. What happened? I didn't hear any ringing the bell. You don't want anything or what? No. The father also said, I am also looking for the bell. I don't know where it has gone. So what happened was, his grandson took the bell. And that's why he was not able to ring the bell. So grandson took the bell and taken it away. So the father got so angry, he called his son. Did you take the bell from your grandfather? He said, yeah, I have taken it. Why? Because I will keep it with me. When you become old, I will give it to you. Then once the child told him this, he realized this is what going to be my fate also. Because children observe how we behave with our parents. The same thing, they will also do it to you. If this understanding, when it is dawned, immediately the father was taken to the main house and everything was normal. So this is what we have to understand. As long as we have the ability, so don't think that we provide money for our children, they will look after you, and because old age mein lathi ban jayenge. No, no, nothing like that. They will become lathi, that is okay, but they will not support you. So that at thinking, please give up. You make your money, give them good education, let them have good profession, earn their own money, let them live on their own. That is a pride for them. But whatever money you make, learn to live and do charity. Give something to the society, and that alone will come to you. Your punya alone will come to you. Your bank balance will never come with you. You can't even take one penny with you. That's why this Guru Govind Singh, when he went to somebody's house for Bhiksha, that person, he was told that he is a crorepati. Those days, crorepati means very rich person. Now crorepati is nothing. but olden days, crorepati means great rich person. So, as after he finished his bhiksha, and as he was coming, this person came to him, said, Maharaj, what can I do for you? Seva, what seva I can do for you? And he said, okay, you can do me one seva. What is that? He gave him one needle. Just one needle he gave it to him. Keep this very safely. You should give me this in your next life. Next life I will come and see you. At that time you should give me this. So he said, okay. Then he went to his wife, and wife told him, how can you do that? You can't take the needle. You will not be able to take the needle to next life. How will you be able to take it? Immediately ran behind him. He said, oh, it's not possible for me to carry this to our next life. Then he said, look, when you cannot carry one needle to next life, what are you thinking about collecting this money? Will you be able to carry that with you? Not even one penny you can take. So, what is to be done? Distribute it, he said. So, give charity. Keep whatever that is necessary for you for this life, keep it for living a decent life. So, rest of it, you do charity. This is what our Gurudev also used to say. This Marwadi business people, they have a particular policy, it seems, that whatever that is necessary for their life, whole life, to live, they are all vegetarian people, so what they need, 2-3 times meal, and then simple expenses, not small expenses, whatever that is necessary, for that much they put the money in the bank. Rest of the money they get it from business, they gamble. Gamble in the sense, they take risk in investment. Rest of it. But not this money they will never touch for your life. Whatever that is required, that much. So this is what we have to learn also in our life. So what is necessary for your life, that you earn and keep it safely, and the rest of it, please start giving charity, do some seva to the community. Then what happened? That alone will come with us. Nothing else will come. Okay. Somebody said, Swamiji, my family is not like that. They are very dear to me, and I am also dear to them. They are not loving me just because I have money. No. They really love me. Really? You are a lucky man. But also, how long? Yavat pavano nivasati dehe tavat pritchati kushalam gehe. Katavati vayau dehapaye bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. Yavat pavanaha nivasati dehe. Yavat, as long as. Pavanaha means life breath. Nivasati, dwells dehe, in your body. Means as long as you are alive. Tavat prichati kushalam de gehe. Tavat, so long, people will enquire your welfare. Kushalam means welfare. Gehe, at home. Gatapati vayo deha paye. Once that life breath ebbs away, deha paye, and the body fallen down, bharya bibhyati tasmin kaya. Once that icy touch of death touches you, what happened? Even your own dear wife, horror at the very sight of your dead body. Think about it. Your own husband or your own wife. This is for Shankaracharya standpoint, so he is talking about wife. Bharya bibhyati tasmin kaye. Gatavati vayo. So how long they will be dear to you? How long they will love you? As long as life is in you. The moment that life ebbs away, leave you, then what happened? The body falls down dead. And what happened? The wife who thought your body is sacred and dear to her, she herself feels terrible. So think about it, your dead body in your own bedroom, how long you will stay with that? You will not be able to enter that room. You want to dispose that body, isn't it? Idea is that it is said, Vidya mitram pravaseshu, Bharya mitram griheshu cha, Vyaditat ausadam mitram, Dharmo mitram mritasya cha. So this is what we have to understand. Vidya mitram. Mitram is a friend. Now, whenever you travel to other countries, now you have come here and making a living because of what? Your education, Vidya. So Vidya become your friend when you travel around the world. So Vidya mitram pravaseshu. Suppose you go to a Spanish-speaking countries, if you know Spanish, and what happens? That becomes helpful to you. People become, that will become a friend to you because he will help you. The same way, Bharya mitram griheshu cha, it is said. At home, who is your best friend? Supposed to be your wife. Because wife is the one who is a mitram, who is a friend. That is also you have to define. Because that all people have forgotten. Who is your real friend? Real friend is the one to whom you can open your heart and speak without any reservation. Because if I say that, what he will misunderstand me or nothing like that. Without any reservation. He is my friend. He will take it at the right spirit. This understanding should be there. Then only you can open up. That's why in our olden days we had lot of friends to whom you can hang out and feel relaxed. Do whatever you want. But they will not mistake. You can even argue with them. Certain point you argue with them, but still they are friends. But here you cannot argue, because once you argue with that person, you lose that person completely. That is not called friendship. So, but in this country, even if you want to talk to your wife, you have to start with, excuse me, can I ask a question? Then get permission, then only you can ask a question, isn't it? So they will ask, is it personal or general? So if you say personal, they make more tense, isn't it? So that freedom is not there. But real wife is what? Housewife, to whom when a person is frustrated in the office with his boss and he wanted to tell him something but he could not tell because of what situation? He can fire me, I don't want to lose my job. So he control his anger. That to whom he can take out that anger, his wife, isn't it? So he come and totally open up and telling that useless fellow, I don't know why he became my boss, he doesn't know anything. All these things he keep on talking to her. Finally listening very carefully. She will say, he doesn't know, you are the son of your father, your greatness he doesn't know. And pumping him with a lot of enthusiasm. Next day morning, push him out of the house, isn't it? So this job is called, the wife's job is that. So, it's called mitra, favorite. So, bharya mitram griheshu. And when we become sick, what is the real friend? Aushadham. Aushadham means what? Taking which it removes your disease and give you health. It's called Aushadham. But modern medicines are not like that. You take it, but then what happens? It destroys so many other good things also, isn't it? So that's why you end up eating so many medicines, isn't it? Because they will give you one medicine, then it has got a reaction. So to that, another medicine. That has got some other reaction. So for other. So you end up eating a bunch of medicines, isn't it? So vyadhitas aushadham mitram. But dharmo mitram mritasya. So when a person die and go, what comes with you? Dharma. How you lived. The quality of life. And what type of the charities you have done. And what type of life you lived. That determines your gati of the soul. Dharmo mitram mritasya cha. So, it is surprising that people are worried about what they have to leave behind. But Bhagavan here says, you should worry about what you take with you. That should be your motto. Don't worry about what you leave. Children, family and all that, you leave behind. They will be taken care of. Bhagavan is there, he will take care of everybody. But what you should think, what I should take with me, that should be your concern. That's the idea here. So yavat pavano. It is something like, our Ram Tirth, Swami Ramatirth, when he was traveling to America, he was coming in a boat, ship. At that time, the travelers were there, so many travelers were there. He started conversation with them, how are you, etc. And then finally, he became friendly with somebody. And that person also became very friendly with Swamiji. And Swamiji, he asked Swamiji, you are going to America. Do you have any friends with you? To some contact there whom you can depend upon? Because it's a strange country you are going. Anybody you know? He said, yeah, I know. Who? You. You are the one. The person who was talking to him. He is my friend. You are my friend. You will take care of me. So suppose you know there is a friend waiting for you, other side, then what happened? You will be relaxed, isn't it? Suppose you know there is nobody there, it is a strange place, then what happened? You will be worried, isn't it? So here also, the next life, how we make it easy for us by our virtuous life. So this is dharmo mitram mritasya cha. So, with the right knowledge, to live in the body is the healthiest life, where minimum sorrow is expected. So up to this, Bhagavan was very pessimistic approach. But I gave you the spirit of the verse also. Suppose we waste our life, what will happen? The consequence he is giving now. This is a very famous verse. Balastavat kridasaktaha tarunastavat tarunisaktaha vriddhastavat chintasaktaha parame brahmani kopinasaktaha. Balastavat kridasaktaha. In our childhood, we are interested in playthings. Tarunastavat, when you become young, what is our interest? Taruni saktaha, girlfriend. Falling in love, especially this country, everybody has to fall in love. See, this very term fall in love itself is a very interesting term. You fall in love. You are in a good position, you fell down. That's called falling in love. It should be rising in love, isn't it? Anyway. Tarunastavat taruni sakta. Vriddhastavat, you become old. What happened? Chinta sakta. Keep on thinking about, I should have done that, I should have done this. So many regrets will be there. That is why we don't want to ask an old man, how are you? The moment you ask, how are you, he will start from 1946 onwards. It will be a long list of complaints. So we avoid hi, because when you say, ask, how are you, hi, that's all. You don't stand there and tell your problems. That is what happened to us. So, dastavat chinta saktaha. Having said all the three, Now Bhagavan despairs and says that Parame Brahmani kopi na sakta. Nobody is interested in Paramatma. Bhagavat Chintanam, inquiry into the nature of Paramatma. What is life? What for we are here? He is going to ask that. He will ask you all those questions he is going to ask. Though Parame Brahmani kopi na sakta. Alas, nobody is ever attached to that Supreme Lord. Now somebody asked this question, what is wrong? When a child is there, he will be naturally interested in playthings. Nowadays, when we were growing up, our playthings were different. But now children are here, modern time, they have so many gadgets are there to play. Nintendo, that and this and all that. And we used to go out and play. But now the children are sitting at home in their own room with a computer they play, isn't it? They have all those games are there, isn't it? Unhealthy, actually. Going out and playing and open air, working out is a good exercise for children. It is healthy for mentally also, mental growth also, emotional growth also. It is very healthy. But now that practice is gone. Sitting alone at home, they play, isn't it? So it is so unhealthy. But still, that is the lifestyle. We are used to it now. But we are not telling that you should not play. But along with that, the child should also learn certain values in life. So should be, we have to discipline the child. So that's why it is said, Lalayet Panjavarshani. Up to 5 years, you can spoil the child with your love. Because this is what happened to the parents who come to America, what do you call, a husband and wife and child. They have no support. So what happened? All their love they invest on the child. So what happened? In the process, the child gets spoiled. So our Shastra allow us to spoil the child up to 5 years. Then Deshavarshani Tadayet. Tadayat means not beating, please. Tadayat means discipline them. Teach them our values. Teach them certain discipline. Don't spoil them with your unnecessary show of love. That will spoil them. That's why you go to American families, they discipline their child very well. They will tell, how to etiquettes at the simple table manners, etiquettes. They will teach them. But our children, we don't teach. You can see that example when you enter your child room, you know what calamity is there. Nothing is in place, isn't it? And starting from your kitchen onward, the socks, and one sock is here, another sock is somewhere else. And then plates and plates will go into the room, will never come back. I saw one house, I went outside, it is enter at your own risk. This is the type. No, we have to teach them. Because that is the only time you can teach them. That is the time they listen to. Once he become a teenager, then our Shastra says, treat him like an adult if you want to live happily at home. Discuss with him. Don't tell him anything. You have to discuss with him like an adult. Son, if I were you, I would not have done that. Why? because I know you are intelligent, you are my son, therefore you must be intelligent. So you will not do that. Like this, you have to discuss with him. Then, this is how our culture, this is all in our tradition. So therefore, bringing up a child is not easy. In our country, when we were growing up, the whole village used to help us grow. It is not only a father and mother, our whole village, osmosis, we picked up our culture. If we have a problem, we can always go to our neighbor and talk about it. That luxury is not there now. You don't even know your neighbor, isn't it? That is why, in Bible it is love thy neighbor, because it's not possible otherwise. So Jesus has to come and tell him, please love your neighbor. Because it is a very rare thing, that's why. So, bringing up a child, because when we grew up, we had our grandfather, grandmother, etc. They used to help us grow with our culture. They used to tell us stories, etc. And that is how we have imbibed those values. But now that is also not possible. So what you do is, you bring the child to the Balavihar and put them in the class, and some of them drop them and go, and some of them stay here, listen to our study group members, etc. That is all very good. At least that much is good. But then, see, along with that, the child is with us only an hour and a half. How much we can give them? But when they go back home, it is a totally different atmosphere. Then what happened? Whatever we taught them, it is all gone. It's not practiced. So you also, that is why we insist the parents to come to, along with the children also, they should also participate in the program. That's why Gurudev's vision is that it is for the whole family. It is not for only child, but for the whole family. Because then when they go back home, the parents are able to appreciate what the child has learned. They will have respect for that. Then what happened? They try to maintain that atmosphere at home. When the child is growing in that atmosphere, you will see that child will never go wrong in his life. Otherwise, every decision will be colored or influenced by his peers around him. So that danger we have to visualize, understand. So this is our responsibility. Parenting is not just providing food, shelter, clothing, recreation. That alone is not parenting, please. We have our duty. That's why yadyat acharati shreshtaha tattadeve itaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokas tadanuvartate. Bhagavan said in Gita, 3rd chapter, Bhagavan said, whatever this Shrestha Purusha does, not what he teaches, whatever he does, demonstrate, that alone others will follow. So in your house, you are a Shrestha Purusha, VIP, VVIP. Because the child thinks that father knows everything. He looked at his daddy for inspiration. Role model for him. So you should become a role model for your child. And for that, what is necessary? We have to learn our culture and we have to absorb our culture. Then only it will be translated into our life. So this is the teaching here. So balastavat kridasaktaha. Now the rest of the verse I will tell you next class. Okay. Tarudastavat taruni saktaha. Thank you. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Guru Pyo Namaha. So Shankaracharya showed 6 verses the limitation of life in different areas. Then, if you are not careful, you will waste our life. How are we wasting? Childhood, youthhood, old age. Then he will tell you what is to be done. Okay? So this is the trend of thinking. It's a very, very, very beautifully developed thoughts.